I was very skeptical about making this video because I have mixed opinions about this topic overall, but I might as well give it before she debuts in AEW. So, yeah, but before I get into it, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and promote and help Black businesses. So, as we all know, Mercedes Moné is going to AEW. It's been confirmed, like, subliminally, because, what's his name? Tony Khan has announced that there's going to be a special edition of AEW Dynamite called Big Business. Yep, you heard me right. Big Business. Big Business. And it's going to be held in Boston, Massachusetts. And in the graphic, he had the word like Boston spelled as like Boston, and like had the dollar signs for the S. So, and then the aesthetic, like the coloring, everything, the layout, it looks like a Mercedes Moné type layout. So it's like, you can't tell me she's not coming. And, there's been rumors about her and WWE not having negotiations because Naomi came back to WWE, but Sasha's not here. Mercedes isn't in WWE, and we know the reason for that. I'm not gonna go into that. I might go into that in a different video. But yeah, so she's supposed to be coming like March 13th or something like that. Next month, she's coming next month to AEW. And, it's obviously been some criticisms, some very, very valid criticisms about her going to AEW as, a free agent. So with that being said, I figured I'd give my opinion on how I feel about this, because I see both perspectives on her going to AEW and how she could benefit from it, but also how it could like kill her like momentum as Mercedes Moné. So as we all know, Tony Khan does not give an F about the AEW women's division. He doesn't care. What did Cash all say? I don't give a fuck about your mama, bitch. On my cell. Tony Khan does not care about the women's division. On his cell, he doesn't care about the women's division. He just does not. He doesn't care. And he has proven that since the start of like AEW. He does not care about the women unless your name is Britt Baker. I said Britt Baker. Well, I cannot talk. When Britt Baker, dang, like, I don't know why I can't talk. When Britt Baker lost the AEW Women's Championship to, what's her name? Thunder Rosa. Yeah, like, the AEW Women's Division has been very shitty. And the only time Tony Khan cared about the women's division outside of the AEW Women's title was when Saraya came to AEW and she feuded with Britt Baker. After that, like, it was second to none. Saraya won the title. Her reign was pretty forgettable. She had some solid defenses. Like, I like the Tony match. I genuinely do like that match. And the Hikaru Shida defense, solid match. Especially considering like who's in the match, because both of them have progressed tremendously. Topic for another day, though. So with that being said, I think let's just look at Saraya, okay? Saraya is like her whole AEW career. Saraya came back from this neck injury after not being able to wrestle for 5 years. She reported her that she was cleared and that she will be facing Britt at Full Gear. And a lot of people won't agree with this, but Saraya is a huge deal. Like, she is a draw to AEW. She is a draw to professional wrestling, whether you want to admit it or not. She had a whole movie made about her, not just a Tubi movie, not a Hulu exclusive, like a worldwide premiere movie made about her. And The Rock helped produce it as Dwayne Johnson, called Fighting With My Family. It wasn't some Hulu, some Netflix exclusive, not no Peacock exclusive. It was a worldwide movie premiere. She was on Total Divas. She was very popular in WWE, and now she's coming back coming back from this long time injury after being told she would never wrestle again. So she was a huge deal. She was hot. She was hot like peppers. And, when she first came, it just seemed like, they ain't gonna do her wrong. She's finna elevate the division. They finna turn the fuck up. Like Killer Kai, stream Turn the Fuck Up by Killer Kai. Turn the fuck up. Stream that. And there's no chances of, Tony Khan fumbling this. Oh, he did. One thing about Tony Khan, he will prove to you that he does not care about women's wrestling. Because after that match with Britt Baker, the direction of the AEW Women's Division, it was so like, it was a mess. Then she won the title, and her reign, it wasn't anything special. She just held the title. I mean, it was her winning, that was a huge moment because she won in her hometown, being told she never wrestle again. She won the title. Like, that was a huge deal. But that was the only thing good about her reign. I mean, the Tony match was a good match. But outside of the Tony match and Saraya winning the actual title, her reign wasn't anything special or groundbreaking the way you think it would be, considering who's the champion or who won the title. And it's Saraya. So you would think, oh, Saraya would have this lengthy run, like a Britt Baker type run almost. She did not have that. She did not have a Britt Baker type run. She had more of a, ironically enough, a Sasha Banks Raw Women's Championship like run, except she could actually defend the title successfully. So with that being said, it's like, okay, well, so, and mind you, Saraya's a white woman, a fully white woman. I mean, pale white, like fully white. So it's like they're gonna fumble this white woman like this in this company. What makes y'all think they won't do it to a biracial black woman? Like, let's put that on the table. And then it's like Tony has proven like Beyonce, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Zendaya, could all be signed to his company, and he still will find a way to fumble the women's division. Like, he does not care about women's wrestling, more or less like women, period. And it shows every single day. So now Mercedes is supposed to be coming. And it's like, okay, well, Mercedes walked out because of WWE, because of the treatment of how her and Naomi as tag team champions. That's what the reports are saying. That's why she walked out. That's what the reports are saying. But like she said, we don't know the story. But that seems like it's the truth, because whenever we bring it up, she gets defensive. So it has to be the reason. And Naomi even said like she walked out because of how she was treated. So I mean, we ain't too off, are we? No, I don't think we are. So with that being said, if you're walking out of a company, this is like, oh my God, you're walking out of a company where you were like treated badly. So you're going to go to another company where they're not going to treat you good. Like, they don't care about women's wrestling. They've proven that. And you're just going to like, you're going to go there. Like, what sense does that make? And everybody's like, oh, she can elevate the women's division and do this, that, and the third. Girl, they don't care about women's wrestling. This is a black woman we're talking about. They don't care about black women dominating and elevating women's wrestling. They've proven that. They don't. They'll give her scraps and mediocrity of a reign and mediocrity of opponents, and just like the caliber feuds and matches she could have, we won't get that in AEW, because I mean, look at the product. They don't care about the women. Like, the only woman who could probably give her a genuinely like banger of a match is Chris Statlander and Toni Storm, and maybe Deanna. Other than that, there's nobody else that can really get, like, if she goes to Ring of Honor, that's a different story, because Ring of Honor, she has a better chance of elevating like their women's division and the brand as a whole, because Ring of Honor, like, it seems like Tony, like, even though he doesn't really like give them the viewership, they definitely have a better chance in terms of like the women's division, of having like better matches, better feuds, better storylines than the actual AEW women's division. If Mercedes went to Ring of Honor, I wouldn't be mad at that. Like, if she went to Ring of Honor, I will be okay. I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. But it's reported like she's going to AEW, like the AEW brand, like AEW as a whole. Not Ring of Honor, AEW. And it's just like, I just hope she knows what she's doing. Because everybody's saying, like, she's finna make all this black girl magic, black history. And it's like, I mean, on paper, yes, that's amazing. But we also have to look at the quality of it. Like, because we can't just have, like, oh, she's the first black woman to do this and the first black woman to do that and the first black to do this. And then we look at the quality of it and it's just shitty, because black women deserve more than that. Yes, she might be the first black woman to do this, but are they going to give her a good quality reign because of this? Are they going to give her a good feuds, good storylines? Are they going to treat her like the superstar that they feel like she is? And are they going to give her, or more importantly, are they going to give her the treatment that they feel like she deserves? Because Tony Khan was saying, oh, Mercedes Moné, like, she is, she's hot, she's amazing, she's so talented, she's like the hottest free agent, X, Y, and Z, she's killing it in Japan. So like I said before, you feel like she's this superstar that, like, you feel in your mind, she is this top level superstar, best of the best, a go in the business, etc. So are you, as a business owner of a company, going to treat her like said star? Because you remember when DS Shin interviewed him about women's wrestling, and DS, you thought you was slick. We know why you did that, but I'm glad you did, because he was like, oh, we have Hikaru Shida. She's one of the best Joshi women's wrestlers, period. She had the longest AEW women's championship reign in history, and the longest reign in AEW, period, before Jay Cargill broke it with the TBS reign. And it's like, okay, that may be true, but if we look at the quality of Shida's reign, it wasn't that good. And y'all could argue about, well, it was during the pandemic era. WWE gave us some good pandemic era reigns, and we were in a fucking pandemic. So that's not an excuse. Like, he's proven that he doesn't care about women. So that's why I'm scared, because y'all know how, like, he is, and y'all know how AEW is with the women. So I just hope Mercedes knows what she's doing. And all I'm gonna say is, if she pulls that whole walkout mess, and, like, she walked out because she was, like, mistreated, this, that, and the third, I don't blame her. But at the same time, we tried to tell you, girl. I also wanted to add this into the video. I forgot to say it. It came to my mind when I was streaming Drake, ironically. I also am scared about Mercedes going to AEW because there's a whole white man there who literally admitted that he wanted to rape her in like 2016. But he was like, "Oh, that woman is so fine, I would rape her." Um, Again, Mercedes, I just hope you know what you're doing because it's just like this company has quite a few people that have, you know, said some controversial things to say the least about you. I mean, Kiera Hogan was literally beefing about like hair with you. So like knowing like how Tony Khan is, oh, this would be a moneymaker match because y'all have beef, and then y'all actually start having like a shoot fight or something. Like it's like it's so much could happen, and it's just like I just don't want her to mess this up for herself, and more importantly, I just hope she knows what she's doing because this is a very like risky decision. And the crew obviously doesn't care. Mercedes gonna get back in the ring. Mercedes gonna get in the ring. Oh my God, she's coming back. Like, you know, so they don't see it as a big deal, but it's like, you know, you gotta really dissect this because if you love Mercedes, you're gonna be like, no, Mercedes, I love you, but it's like, do we know what we're doing? Because, but yeah, that's it.